On the western front, you've got Delta Stars, who are going to be looking to move on in past.
Oh, Misfits are taking over the compound that
Okay.
Cream are in. That's 2 knocks, 3 knocks. Holy moly! What's going on here? Cream are getting decimated coming through by Misfits. We're going to have to see if Muns can keep things alive. They're actually just trying to get a Darcy and piece out here, but it's Uneven says, no, I'm not going to allow that. The free fire around the corner, too good from Uneven. Cheeto's out of here. Just dipping away from this one. Misfits, too good.
But there's another Misfits player right next to where Cheto tried to extricate himself from. Is he going to land the spray? No, not quite able to get it. Pyro not able to quite get it done. But now is when these teams have to start to move in towards the circle. Blinded by Win, they're going to be starting to move in a little bit further north, so Pittsburgh Knights aren't going to be pushed on just yet. It means that Peshkova is going to be occupied. Granha over on that eastern side of the circle, maybe looking to move a bit north. Beowulf is over on that eastern side as well, and actually Pyra's still chasing onto Cheto and going for that fight. They're both mounting up in those vehicles, but I think that Misfits might want to regroup, might want to come back together, as they are going to need to push into the circle.
So hungry for kills, John, and they're the kill leaders in the tournament. Misfits do not want any survivors, take no prisoners in this war in PUBG here. They're looking to try and just push Cream down to the bottom of the pile once more, make sure that they don't rise to the top. It's going to be very difficult for Cream to be able to get any good placement points here, and currently sitting in 16th for the regional finals. They desperately need those points. They don't want to go home empty-handed here. Of course, for the teams that don't make it into the top 3, there's still a lot of prize money on the board. Once you hit 10th position, you up your prize money from $500 to $1,000. In 8th, it goes up to $2,000, and $1,000 increase up to, I believe it's 4th, where it starts jumping up from $6,000 to $9,000, and then.
Well, then you're in the top 3 anyway, so you get those qualifying spots.
You get the qualifying spots.
Next circle is coming in here. It's going to land straight slap bang on top of Lights Out, as well as Space Station Gaming. That's going to zone them in. Blinded by Win and Pittsburgh Knights also have a decent spot when it comes to this next circle. The rotations are going to have to come through from Misfits. Again, this is a tricky rotation for them. They're not on the fastest side of the circle, so they should be okay.
They're going to go all the way around, you would think. But I mean,
it's a tricky decision, because they know a lot of those teams are going to be on the west.
If you understand, you've done your VOD review, and you know no one lands on the east side of Vikendi. Like, literally no one. Nova just got eliminated. Beowulf goes out, unfortunately, in rank 14th. But anyone who watches North America and watches where these teams land, the only team that lands on the eastern side is Lights Out. So IGLs, who should be doing their research of their opponents here, will know that any rotation of Vikendi that you want to make is safest if you do so via the east. And so for Misfits, all they have to do is go right around the east and try and get to the northern side of the circle. We'll see if Misfits are able to do that, mounting into their vehicles right now, because if you try to go straight up north, you're just going to be in trouble. You can see already the team's crashing. It's going to be Delta Stars crashing into Method as Pittsburgh Knights take out Blinded by Wind here. Lights Out also third-partying this fight as well. Misfits are crashing straight for the circle. They are so bold.
Yeah, they're just going straight on in. They're going to be challenging out VN1. They've got the Revenants on their east to worry about as well. But at the moment, it's Delta Stars and Granha. Sorry, not Granha. It's G25 over on that western side who are fighting it out as well. So a lot of these fights are going to take up a lot of time. Misfits, they might be able to find the opening. If they make their move right now, they should be in with a chance of just going straight on in. HQA, you can see them making their move as well. Revenants getting pinned. I believe that Space Station Gaming taking shots at him as well. So Tanker has to fall back, has to heal just a little bit. Takes the adrenaline shot, is going to stim up, it's going to pop him up to full health pretty quickly. Misfits making their crash.
Yeah, crashing straight into VN1 here. We'll have to see if they're able to take out this compound that provided so much hurt to Wildcard earlier on. VN1 still holding it down here. You can see the remains of Wildcard and the death boxes around, and it's going to be Q just trying to hold down this compound for himself. His teammate a little bit isolated on towards the northern side here.
Method.
Jerry just going to be separated. Like you mentioned, Method currently crashing with Delta Stars, and it looks like they're in a bit of hurt here. It looks like Method may just be going out very early in this game in 13th position. Everfury gets flushed, G-Bay gets flushed, and that's going to be Delta Stars taking out 2 members, all of members. Yeah, Method just eliminated.
Another southern shift is going to come through. Lights Out, they're still just on the edge there, but that means the Pittsburgh Knights and Blinded by Win are going to have to make that rotation down south. Whoever wins out this duel for the compound of VN1 and Misfits, they're going to be in with a really good spot as well in the back of this. VN1, of course, only 2 players. Space Station Gaming have prime position, though. Yep. They have this compound over on the eastern side of the circle. You can see they've got a lot of overwatch over the majority of the rest of this, and these pushes are going to be so difficult to go towards them, but Carnage gets knocked on the roof.
Yeah, that's the G36 coming through, such a versatile weapon at long, medium, and close range. It's perfect for Vikendi here, and any team that has it's going to be backing themselves in these fights, John, and you can see that Granha do just that when they peek over towards the space station gaming. Looks like Misfits are setting up for the compound breach here, and they want to do it sooner rather than later. They do have Vigilante who's trying to get oversight, and look, a knock comes through from Vigilante with the M4 into uneven. Will he be able to get the flush? No, I don't think so. Xenov pushes him back. I wonder if VN1 get brave now that they know that that's happening. In fact, the flush does come through. Uneven gets wiped on out there by Vigilante, and now Misfits are in a bit of trouble here. Not only do they have to deal with VN1 who hold the compound they want to be in, the Revenants with the oversight of this battle, it's just not where you want to be.
Space Station Gaming not taking the fight with them as well. They're taking the fight over towards the north, means that they aren't going to be challenging Revenants at all. HQA haven't made their move just yet either, which has given them so much free reign, and in come the Revenants. They're starting to make their rotation. They're starting to go aggressive onto this compound.
That was 2 knocks coming through from Delta Stars with a single nade there, and now they're pushing up into G25 in the picture here. Can they wipe out the... Yeah, they can! Huge stuff coming through from Miraz, who just completely annihilates G25, going out of rank 12.
3 players alive for Misfits, so they've still got a decent shout into the rest of this game. But VN1 still holding on. The Revenants still able to take this fight. HQA still to make their move, which is meaning that there's just this deadlock happening on this southwestern side. Whoever comes out on top is going to be in a good spot.
Pittsburgh Knights now pushing onto Delta Stars' location here, and they got a 2-2 split, which is going to prove difficult for Delta Stars if Monarch can get into position here. Looks like Delta Stars losing their life. Miraz not quite able to get the heals off, and Wi-Fi popping off in this tournament. Need to get Delta Stars out of position here. Pittsburgh Knights are going to have a pretty good push on into the circle, uncontested for now. Lights Out, of course, has that compound that you can see over towards the northern side that Pittsburgh Knights may try to make a play for, and you can see currently Mitch just making a bold run, but gets sprayed down by Wi-Fi, finding his 4th kill in this game so far. Delta Stars out in 11. Circle now closing on in. VN1 still trying to hold on out this compound and popping shots over to Wi-Fi. Going to be just a couple members going down there for Pittsburgh Knights. Not what you need.
It's Cream out.
10th position, not coming through. Lights Out, able to find the kills.
Look at how dispersed these teams are, from dead central to everybody on the edges.
Yep.
No one can move into the center here because there are no buildings. There's no compounds. It's so open. Space Station Gaming have very few, some of the only buildings in this next zone.
Yep.
So everybody's going to be looking to move over there. The saving grace for VN1 in this situation at the moment is the Revenants. They've just been stopping Misfits from going aggressive. They haven't been able to go for that push. They were able to get one of those knocks as well. But this next circle is on a time at less than a minute now. All of these teams on that western side have to make that mad dash, and it is going to be a bloodbath.
We're in phase 7 once more, John, and 10 teams still remain. It's insanity here. Lights Out with vehicles are making a huge push across the circle to try and find themselves in center, but are getting sprayed down by blinded by Win. That's Lucifer knocked and flushed out. C got stuck in no man's land. Memo was able to get on into the circle, but now is under pressure from Space Station Gaming. Misfits are stuck between a rock and a hard place here, trying to get on out of this compound. Memo, in fact, going to get knocked as well. That's disastrous. Lights Out with their bold push early, not being rewarded here, and it looks like they may just go out quite early in this fight. Not what they needed. 10 seconds till this zone restricts, and VN1 will be forced out of their compound straight into the waiting hands of Misfits.
Oh, there's the nade over the top. Is it going to find any damage? Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, there's a smoke there. I got baited. But this is the point. My point here is that HQA, they've made their push in. They're challenging out the Revenants finally, and this is what Misfits need.
Lights
you can
out,
see they're moving away. Lights Out are eliminated as they try and make that position, but the Misfits now can start to make their way eastward. VM1, they're getting left in the dust as that three-man squad for Misfits are going to be moving away. VM1, they're looking for the heals, but they just get shot down, but the Misfits now have to make the bolt.
They have to try and push in. He's just going to heal.
He's going to try.
Yeah, he's looking for placement at this point.
He has the ability to heal for probably another minute or so he's waiting for these teams to start to go out. Misfits, they're starting to frag on towards the circle, and Revenants, they're meeting their challenge here, but they get taken down.
Misfits eliminated in rank 8 here. and we're down to 7 teams as we enter into Phase 8 of Vikendi. Jerry, that hill off in the building pays dividends for VN1, as that's Pittsburgh Knights eliminated as well. VN1, through this heal from Jerry, has just gained them 2 ranks. You may not like it, but that is how you play it when you cannot escape yourself. And Jerry will go down to the blue, but not before earning his team 2 placements through healing. Good stuff coming through from VN1. 5 teams now remain in this endgame circle. HQA under fire from Space Station Gaming as Blinded by Wind start taking pop shots at Revenants.
The headline here for me is that Space Station Gaming are still in it. Both Lights Out and Misfits have gone down early. If Space Station Gaming can get to the top 2, top 3, this is going to give them a chance to catapult themselves up. If they can gain, +3, +4, +5 points, they're going to close that gap. If they can get more than that, they're going to be in with an even better shout. They've got 8 kills already, so they are looking to vie for those top placements.
5 teams remain in this endgame circle. Revenants taking fire from the solo of HQA. It's C-Fan once more looking to try and make plays. The Molotov thrown over towards Revenants, but unfortunately, it's going to be a spray down by Juicy to eliminate HQA in 5th position. Space Station Gaming blinded by Wind. The Revenants and Granadel Gaming looking to try and make plays, but it's not going to work out as Space Station Gaming plays spoiler. 2 teams eliminated in this top 5, and we're down to 3.
Space Station Gaming, they're looking to take this top spot potentially here. You could see those technical issues getting sorted seems to have unleashed them upon North America, and they are really giving everyone a run for their money. Quite literally, it would seem, but you can see everyone's trying to push in. Space Station Gaming, they've got the zone, they've got the cover, and they are just continuing to put the hurt on anyone who thinks they can step forward.
Yeah, that's 3 knocks already secured by Space Station Gaming. 2 onto Revenants and using the Molotovs to force them out. And it's, of course, blinded by Wind, losing members as well. Only Espanol looking to hold it out as the Jack-in-the-Box just trying to keep Granja alive in this one. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. Revenants trying to get the heals out here. Can Space Station Gaming just push on out into the rest of the circle? Wipe them?
Look at them go!
It is unreal stuff coming through from Space Station Gaming with 14 kills and a first place chicken dinner, looking to just skyrocket them in the point standings. When you look at your top 7, Lights Out aren't there, Misfits aren't there, no one is there from the top 4, I believe. HQA may be the only team that's there from them, and Blinded to Win, actually. 2 really good performances in a row from Blinded to Win. This top 3 is starting to shake up here. When we get the standings and onto the board here, we could have Space Station Gaming skyrocketing into 1st. We could have Blinded by Win, potentially even 3rd or 4th on the standings. After 2 matches already, anyone could be booking their ticket to Berlin at the end of the month.
I believe that Space Station Gaming, if not 1st, I believe they're going to be able to take 2nd position away, just on the back of that performance. Of course, we'll have to wait and see for the stats to come on through before we get...
this early fight here from Wildcard really put them in a disastrous position. It wasn't what you wanted to see. Of course, unfortunately, we missed the fight from Are You Scared, which eliminated them early on into this game as well, which is a little bit unfortunate. Misfits showed their fragging power here, but they just weren't able to rotate. And Space Station Gaming, getting the circle luck for sure with their compound, were able to just have oversight over the entirety of this zone. It just wasn't to be for the rest of the teams. And here you can see it, the point distribution coming through here with Wildcard Gaming only getting 3 total points. Method not doing so hot. Unfortunately for Lights Out, only 12 points overall. And then we switch over to the second slide here. We can see that Misfits didn't really get the points necessary to be maintaining a 1st position overall. Going to be really interesting to see which teams end up falling out. 44 total points coming through from Space Station Gaming, a whopping 28 by Blinded by Win, who won match 6 earlier on today on Sanhok, and Revenants creeping on in, Granja creeping on in. These Latino teams starting to make some big waves here in the North American scene. We see the Pittsburgh Knights finally getting some placement points for themselves, 5th position, not bad. Is it enough for them to book a ticket to Berlin is the real question. We won't know until we get over to that final standings page and we get to play those 3 final matches today. But so far, day 2 has been full of surprises with new teams really fighting for that top stock spot.
No one else really getting anywhere close to the performance there from Space Station Gaming. They did very, very well there. So that's going to give them the confidence to move forwards. Of course, next up, we're going to have Erangel. So everybody's going to be pretty comfortable there. Hopefully, they're going to be able to maintain it. Again, as you said before, blinded by Win, another consistent performance. Coming second, that's all you need to be doing. You need to just be putting it in. And here it is, Space Station Gaming.
Whoa.
They're topping it up by quite the margin. Look at that. That's 14 points. They've managed to stretch that lead.
That is
over Lights
huge.
Out.
Misfits Gaming drops down to third. Lights Out remain in second position here. That is a giant shift coming through for the standings as Space Station Gaming take pole position. Blinded by Win, only 13 points behind Misfits here. If they continue dominating like they have done in matches 6 and 7 of today, then they could potentially be heading to